Hello and welcome to EV Car Share. So I'm Matt and today I have a trip to Cambridge to make. So I'm here in Peterborough where I live, where I normally start my videos, and I'm heading for work, as you can see by how I'm dressed, to Cambridge. So today is not a big journey, there's no charging involved, nothing like that. All I'm looking at today is energy usage, so basically efficiency and cost. So none of my videos so far, I've looked at efficiency, I've looked at some energy usage. I haven't actually translated anything to cost in these videos up to now, so that's what I thought I'd do today. So we're going to drive from Peterborough to Cambridge, my commute, or for today at least anyway. This is a common commute for quite a lot of people. It's quite a common commuter route. Property prices in Cambridge are very, very high. Property prices in Peterborough are far, far lower, and it's only about an hour's journey there and back if the traffic allows, obviously. And so a lot of people make this commute, so it's quite a common one. And your commute may be similar. It's I guess typical in the UK to commute maybe an hour, maybe 35 miles, 40 miles, something like that. So this is quite common commuting territory. So you can look at this as how much it might cost to do a commute in an EV6. This is of course my Kia EV6. So that's what we're looking at. So I'm not going to waffle for too long. I'm going to switch to my other camera now so you can see me set up my route on the screen, and also I'm going to just clock for myself kind of what hours in the battery are right now, so that I can then take away from that what I have at the end of this commute, doing just one way to Cambridge. So let's switch to the other camera. So I'm here at the moment in Serpentine Green Shopping Centre car park. I'm going to zoom my way out, and I'm facing south, so it's slightly confusing. Cambridge is actually north of Peterborough, and I'm going to Addenbrooks, so it's around here somewhere. There's Jumpington, there's Long Road, so it'll be over here. Yeah, Addenbrooks Hospital, there we go. So I want to be somewhere around the back end of it, because there's car parking where I want. There we go, there's the car park. So that's the car park I want to go to. So I'm going to put that one in, going to set that one as my destination, and we'll see how we do. Okay, so it's calculated the route, it's 40 miles, it's going to take me 58 minutes. So as I was suggesting before, and that's what we're going to do. So quickly going to switch to car scanner on CarPlay. So go home and then Apple CarPlay, go to the dashboard, and we are going to go to the main dashboard that I've got set up. You can see I have 85% of my state of charge, and my remaining energy is 57 kilowatt hours, or 57,624 watt hours. Temperature in the battery between 9 and 6 degrees. The outside temperature, let's have a quick look. I have that under this one. Outside temperature is currently 3 degrees, so we're slightly higher in the battery than the outside temperature, and as you can see my inside temperature is 21 degrees. I have already preheated the car, so that's something that you might want to take into account. I have preheated. I always preheat before I go on a journey, so that's a cost that isn't factored into this journey. I will, however, I'm not saying I will, but I intend to do a video on the cost of preheating your car at home as well, but that will be separate, so I'll see about that one. So that's the plan for today, so I guess let's go. Okay, so we are on the move, and I've turned the camera on because I want to have a look and see if I can see the cost of petrol and diesel here at the Tesco's petrol station on my way out. I want to get it on camera so that I don't forget later on, because this will be what I'm going to compare my cost to, of course. So, can we see it? Not very well. It's a pain. How are you supposed to see the cost? Maybe if I drive through the petrol station. Can I do that? Does it tell you? Can I see it? They're not even from this angle. Well, that's a load of rubbish, isn't it? $1.38 it says on that petrol pump. I was hoping to see the big sign. Oh well, there we go. Back round again. Okay, can I see it from this angle? 131.9 for petrol, 138.9 for diesel. Okay, so that's the prices. So I have got the prices, I haven't got them on camera because it doesn't really show up very well. And let's get on the road. Okay, so this is the A1. We're heading down the A1 onto the A14 and then to Cambridge. Quite simple and quite easy. Quite a lot of traffic this morning. Quite a lot of rain. Quite cold. So kind of poor for economy in general, for fuel economy. So at the moment, 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour is a lot lower than I'd expect, but hey, let's show this cost as a worst case scenario. Why not? 14 miles in so far, got another 28 to go. I'll update you when we get there or later on. And now off the A1 and onto the A14. So this is the A14. In the past, this used to be a really slow road. The lack of infrastructure in terms of lanes and the amount of traffic didn't allow the flow. But now they've revamped it. It's a new road or rebuilt road, and it is far better than it used to be. Much bigger, more lanes. Yeah, just generally flowing much better, which is great. Efficiency has gone up. We are at 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour and we've now done 20 miles, so we have another 20 left. I'll catch up with you later. Okay, so making good headway on the A14. I'm actually quite a bit ahead of schedule for my meeting or planned meeting with the customer. So I'm in the Cambridge area now. I'm going to stop at the services on the A14 for a little while, get my laptop out, check on some emails before arriving on time rather than a bit ahead. So my journey to the Addenbrooke site will not be continuous. I will stop here and then I will carry on. But I think that's quite typical of what someone might do in a job like mine. So I'm not going to take that as a flaw in my test. Anyway, this isn't really a test. This is just an example of my real life. So tough. This is what I do sometimes, and this is what you therefore get to see on the channel, because this is, after all, my experiences of driving and owning an EV. Doing my normal work, my normal leisure activities, my normal travel. So we're going to come off, we're going to go to the services, and then after that we'll carry on. I guess this will give us an opportunity to see how many charge points are available at this services as well. And there are 6 Ionity, and I think there's a couple of older GridServe units here, so we can check those out, see what the situation is, whether there's availability should I have needed to charge. Let's say I was coming down from Newcastle to here or something like that, then maybe I would need to charge at this point. If you hear some binging, it's the sat-nav telling me I've gone the wrong way because I haven't told it I'm going here, so just ignore that. So according to the Kia sat-nav, there are 2 Ionities available out of the 6. I haven't got the GridServes, it's not picking those up as nearby because the Ionities are just across the car park, so they're a little bit nearer. So they're my closest ones, even though the other ones are only a few hundred yards away, if that. So into the services, lots of lorries coming the other way. Again, sat-nav binging to say I've gone the wrong way, and we'll go in here, and there is some works going on. Utility line, that's quite, oh wow, a whole load of works going on. Maybe they're expanding the charging network here. Okay, so I don't need the Ionity points, but it seems there are 2 people charging and there are some that are definitely not accessible. So it looks like there could be 1 available there if I'd wanted to charge. And in fact my car is now saying 1 available out of 6. So it's correct. So my car has got that right. 3 are out of order, 2 are now in use, and 1 is available. That's what I see on the ground. Let me click more and information, and we'll see what that shows. Okay, now it's picking up the GridServe charger. That's not haunted. Ionity, information. Okay, so let me just switch to the other camera so you can see. So here we can see the situation, which is what I've just seen on the ground, which is that 1 is available, 2 are in use, and it's actually picked up 3 as unknown. So those ones have been taken completely offline, as you could have seen quite clearly by the roadworks that are being done. So they're not reporting themselves as being out of order, even though I suppose they are out of order really. But they're repeating themselves as unknown because they're not communicating with the system, because they are completely offline. They don't know they've got a problem. So it really should be coming up here. Ideally, we would want to know they're out of order rather than unknown. But it's only a minor point, because the correct thing, or most important thing, is there's 1 available, which is the case as I drove past. So that is all good. So I'm going to stop here. As I say, I'm going to do some emails, get my laptop out. Got about an hour before I need to set off again, and then we'll carry on the journey. Cambridge. This is this end of Cambridge, lots of new flats, houses, very much high density living. As I say, Cambridge is an expensive place to buy property or to live in. Property prices are high, and so there's a lot of trying to squash everybody into a small area. You don't get much land out here. This road could potentially be used as a cut through to avoid traffic, so what they've done is they've ruled against that, and there are cameras in and out of the hospital on both sides of the hospital site. It's a very big hospital, especially if you include all the research facilities. So they put cameras up, and apparently, I've not tried it, but apparently if you go in one side and come out the other within a certain period of time, they consider that as you having used it as a through route rather than having used it as somewhere to visit, where you're going to. And you could find yourself with a fine, which is nice. As I say, never tried it. You see all the signs saying except for access to hospitals. And the big yellow and silver car park, multi-storey car park over there is where I am heading to. So this is the floor for spaces. So I'll go around the other side. I think there's plenty around there. Took a while, but here we go. Plenty of spaces. I will take one between this Citroen and the Hyundai i10. Quite nice to have parking cameras on a car. Sensors and cameras on this EV6. So I can get myself back into that space with no issues. I much prefer to reverse than go forward into a space. Okay, so I found myself a space in the car park eventually up on level 8. I don't know if there's any further levels up, in fact. No, there isn't. This is the very top, so I'm on the top floor of this multi-storey. But all is good because there's spaces up here, it's not a problem. So that journey, I have arrived here to this very point, to the parking spot, with 44,164 watt hours of energy remaining. So I will do some calculations when I get a chance, put them up on screen at this point to give you the watt hours that we used, the efficiency based on the mileage I've done to get here, and also the cost, so how much that has cost me in money based on my home charging. It actually cost me a lot less because I got some free energy yesterday, so I charged the car quite a lot on free energy, so that would obviously cost me nothing, but that's unusual. I'm going based on the overnight tariff that anybody can get in the UK, which makes more sense. I will compare that then to the petrol price and the diesel price that I saw at Tesco's as I left this morning at the beginning of the video, and hopefully all of that will be for you to see on screen now. And I will now head off and do my work, go and see the customer I've arranged to see. So until next time, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, then please like. If you've got something to say, add comments, and of course if you want to watch more, subscribe. And until next time, see ya.